Refrigerators to chest freezers, gas cookers to toasters, air fryers, mattresses, living room sets, and so much more. Browse our products, check the specs, compare brands and prices, and request parts all online. We have also made bill payments easier, more convenient, and simpler just for you. Log on to www.singersvg.com to learn more. Singer, your family company is keeping up with you and the times. Visit our website today and experience a whole new world of Singer, your trusted online family company.
WEFM is SVG.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is 9:22 and it is time for our Talk to Me segment this morning. But before we get into it, just like to remind everyone that the Searchlight Midweek Edition is online. Here are the headlines. 6 beauties unveiled for Miss SVG pageant in October. Vincentian makeup artist gets more recognition on Broadway. Family of Maurice Village man shot to death say they are in pain. Police appeal to the public for help providing information. CWSA is still facing water stress, some rationing still in effect. Sandals Resorts institutes paternity birthday leave for employees. CDC labels veteran designer Julian Pilling Pollard as an esteemed maestro of masquerade. Grenadian scrambles to raise $2,500. Drugs fine but is jailed. Kesrick Williams named in West Indies Legends team. Prime the Pump. Topic is be savvy about workplace politics. Searchlight journalism you can trust. Check us out online at searchlight.vc. Speaking about Kesrick,
I know we must Karen. Well, go ahead.
Obed. Good morning, Obed. This morning, he made St. Vincent proud. Was it last night or yesterday? But it's on the West Indies site actually, social media actually, where they credited him for being instrumental in their win. So shout out to that Vincentian cricketer this morning.
Okay. I could just say congrats as well. I keep telling you, I know nothing about cricket. And everybody keeps saying, you're not going back, you're not going stadium, you're not going stadium. I say, if I go, I just go in for the vibe because I don't know a thing about cricket. But of course, I always have to, once it's Vinci and Vinci making a name for themselves, big you up every time.
Well, so, support Vinci. Yeah. And that story about Sanders, very interesting to me. But we get into that probably tomorrow.
Yeah, and there was also something that we read in the news this morning. The opposition leader in Trinidad is also asking for there to be paid paternity leave for public and private sector fathers in Trinidad. And I actually need to find it because it's as if I think that we have it here, but I would confirm that with somebody. Yeah, I'd confirm that because yeah. But we'll talk about that another day.
Yeah, probably tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But it is Talk to Me, the number to call 457-9997, also the number to WhatsApp 457-9997, where you can also place calls. We're live on YouTube and Facebook at WEFM 99SVG.
And before we jump into it, if there's anything that you wish to speak on, you can call at this time. All right.
It's like, I get to over Jessica and this new hairstyle.
Ice spicy.
Ice spicy. Grand spice. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, she already passed on. Yeah, I'm conversing. So
you know, we received
no call. I was going to say it. Because when it is that I come in here on activated mornings and say certain things, people tend to get offended and people tend to get hurt. And then they tend to create scenarios that never happened. So we like to give them the opportunity to call if there's something that you want to talk about and talk to me this morning.
All right.
As we wait for that call,
go ahead. Right.
I'd like to run this scenario by you. And I want the listeners and Roleza to tell me, do you think that this young man is wrong
Yes.
for blocking his
Yes, I don't even want to hear it.
girlfriend.
Once his man, yes, he wrong. Go ahead.
No, I was looking at one of my favorite podcasts, and this person had left this story asking, "Am I wrong in the situation?" This is the situation. The guy, he was in his third year in a relationship with this woman. The woman sent him a text message saying that she doesn't see it working out. They need to break up and she would like to see other people. And he responded, okay. He blocked her. The
Savage.
His sister is friends with the young lady. His sister contacted him and told him, hey, she doesn't think that it's correct that he blocked her. They should at least have closure and a conversation about why the relationship didn't work. It's been 3 years and they deserve to have a conversation. He was like, we don't have to have a conversation. She made it clear what her intentions are and that's how we should break up. I do not wish to have any discussion about it. She's fine with her decision. I'm fine with the decision. Okay. And that's the end of the conversation. His sister was not pleased and he threatened to block her too. His parents, she complained to their parents. The parents got involved saying, listen, we knew this girl since you guys got in a relationship. She felt like another daughter. We got used to having her in the house, etc. And we do not like the way that you're handling this matter. And you need to unblock her and have a conversation. The guy said the same thing. She broke up with me. I do not wish to have any conversations with her. I am fine with her decision. They're saying that he's handling it in a very unhealthy way, and they believe that he needs the closure. And he was like, he doesn't need any closure. The message is clear. We're breaking up, so let's stay broken up, and that's the end of that. And the parents eventually agreed after he threatened to block them too. So I want the listeners to tell me, and also you, Roleza, is this young man wrong in this situation? What do you think?
All right. This is interesting. I think, okay, so from a woman's standpoint, right? You just saying, okay, I'm blocking me, seems as if you were anticipating it, or you have no problem with me ending the relationship. Because I didn't hear anything saying, well, what did I do wrong? He didn't even propose and say, let's talk about it. So my first thing as a skeptical woman would be to assume that you welcomed the relationship ending, right?
Someone says he's a blockbuster.
Right? Now, from his point of view, I probably do not give him wrong as well, too, because of the fact that she did not say, well, honey, number one, did he see any signs of the relationship ending? He probably didn't see any signs, right? Number two, she did not say, well, I'm unhappy with this relationship. Let us talk about it, or let's probably find a way to work things out, right? It didn't come across that way. She wanted, sounded like she may have been bored and she was just ready to be done with the relationship. It wasn't a situation, let's both come to a mutual decision to end the relationship. She just said she wants to see other person's relationship ending. So in a sense, right? This is probably one of those rare occasions where I agree with a man. I could understand. I'm joking about that.
It's crazy that you have to say that,
No,
I know you're joking. You know you're joking, but it's crazy that you have to say it.
Nah, what I know, no, I'm not even targeting the listeners in this sense, but you know that there are sometimes that there are persons who think that women are always anti-men, and I'm never anti-men.
Is it listener?
But you know, if some persons like there are sometimes, you know what, on my WhatsApp, like I would always throw jabs at men, right? I would do it intentionally because there are a few men on my WhatsApp status who take me so seriously that I do it for spite. Right?
Yeah, time on your hands, boy.
yeah, I just do it for spite, you know. But so back to this topic. I can understand, because if you're not looking to have a conversation with me about it and you have made a unilateral decision, fine, go your way. Block.
No, I like to lean on the side of logic and fairness. The first thing you said was you could understand from her point of view, and he didn't ask, is something wrong? Can we talk about it? Yeah. Why do I need to do that?
That's me as an emotional woman. It's like, oh God,
that should have been the first
he's
step.
so happy that I gone.
I am having and that is what happened. You wanted the man to grovel. You came with a decision. He supported your decision. He supported it so much that he removed himself completely out there. You're not going to see him posting. You're not going to see him happy. You're not going to see him with other people. He has removed himself from the situation.
But you know how some persons take to this blocking thing? Like I remember one time, talking business.
I love block.
Right? So you exit in a relationship. The thing of it is that you need some time to yourself, right? Until you could, and the truth of the matter is that he may actually be hurting, but he does not need for her, or he doesn't need to see what she's up to, because he's trying to get rid of her emotionally from his life. So he doesn't want to see status updates. He doesn't want for her to have easy access to him in terms of through WhatsApp, etc. So I can understand that. But I think that there are some persons who, especially when you're coming out of a relationship, is like, why did you block me? I blocked you because I need the space. I need the electronic space to deal with whatever it is that's happening. But some persons take the blocking so seriously, especially in the context of a relationship. But I totally understand it.
I think the guy completely right to remove himself. Now, Carlos, what do you think? The number to call 457-9997. Also, the number to WhatsApp 457-9997. Is he wrong? Is it unhealthy what he did? Or is he right? Someone said he removed himself from the equation almost. He's out of there. You got a notice from your landlord, you need to get out of the place. And he already packed, he called the movers, and he was out within a day. He leave the key, everything.
You know what? You raise another point about the parents getting involved.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when I hear about people in relationships and parents getting involved, it concerns me, right? Because this is a relationship between two individuals, and they will know what the dynamics of their relationship is. Now, yes, they may have a daughter-in-law who they have favored, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if for whatever reason it's not working out with your son, you have to give your son space or trust that your son is making the correct decisions for his life. So there are many times when I hear parents getting involved, and yes, they're losing their favorite daughter-in-law and all these type of stories. You know, you don't need to put that added pressure to somebody's relationship, especially when it is that they know that this isn't what they want for themselves.
And sometimes the son-in-law and the daughter-in-law that your favor is the devil. Is the devil. They're smiling and laughing with you, helping you with your groceries, doing this, that to you. And then when you reach home, thump and box and kick. And some parents be so blind to it sometimes. And you know where that happens? In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, especially if that partner is taking care of the family. They're walking overseas, they're sending home, they're sailing, they're sending home fridge, they're sending home stove, they're buying vehicle. What you going down with him for take your box up, man?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I remember reading there was a story once. Was it? I can't remember what the story. Yeah, it was a news story. A few years ago, where yeah, in a newspaper, yeah. Where a young lady, she left home, but she got married, and it's actually somebody who was talking to me. It's not even a news story. So, yeah. Now I remember how the whole thing go properly, right? She was there telling me that she got married and she made 2 children for the person, right? And she is telling her mother about the situation that she's going through with this man, right? He's physically abusing her, he's emotionally abusing her. And her mother told her to stay, that the situation coming home won't make any sense, stay. So when Ari made the point of family members supporting or encouraging the abuse, right? It is something that bothers me a lot because of the fact that if you hear your child saying that this or that is happening within their situation, why would you encourage them to stay, especially if you're receiving benefits? Why?
I'll tell you this much. I'm a construction worker. I love blocks. Blocks say, block, 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 block. The skinny man say, wap, 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 block, 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 block. Yeah. If blocking you brings me peace, I will block you until all eternity.
But that is something that I always tell people as well too. Is like, when people go on social media and they talk about haters, I cannot for the life of me understand why you would go on your status, right? Whether it's your WhatsApp or on your Facebook or wherever, and talk about haters. Why would you keep haters in your contact list? What is the point of that? That makes absolutely no sense to me. If somebody's hating on you that much, get rid of them out of your life. Get rid of them out of your social space.
As soon as a man, as soon as you start blocking, he's so sassy. Why would he block? Sassying is blocking is the most sassy thing I've ever seen. And I will block. I don't care. I will be the sassiest of sassy. Yeah, I will remove. If I don't want to see, I don't want to see you. If it is that you are bringing me discomfort and you're messing with my mental health, why I'm going to keep you to prove a point that I'm a man?
But it's not even just keep a point to prove that you're a man. Is like some persons are happy to know, like the contact list has so much numbers of persons, or your Facebook account has so many friends. It's like, it doesn't make sense. How could you be throwing what every 2 seconds towards your haters?
We broke up, but look, he's still looking at my snaps. Like, if that's not how social media work, you put it out, I view it. Sometimes I not even going out my way to view it. It's just in the line.
And that's why I just be careful with people's stories too, because it's not that I'm intentionally looking at your story. It just happened to be the next
If
thing
I have
in
to
line.
feel that way, if I have to skip over people's stories because I don't, why would I have you on my stuff?
Yeah. I don't know. I think people need to learn ways in which to create peace in their own life, and part of it has to do with your devices. It is your device.
Someone says the reason why they not removing them is because they want to keep tabs on everything that they are doing, and that is also true. You're a hater. Well, let me see what you're doing this weekend.
To give people something to talk about, and that's another thing people always say, but let me give you something to talk about. It's not as important.
That
You're
is
not
one
that
of the
important.
weirdest thing I've ever heard. Oh, let me give them something to talk.
And you know what it is that I used to really have a good chuckle with is the people who think that people are studying them. Nobody really care,
People
really don't care.
This is what the people them not fighting me down. The only body fighting you is your weight.
I just try my best with Ari, folks. I just try my best with Ari. I really do, right? Yeah, but I think blocking people or getting rid of people out of your life, it does serve a purpose, right? I don't think that you need to justify it to persons. I think maybe, let's say, if I don't expect you to, let's say, block me without letting me know the reason why. Right.
If we're close, that's a whole other thing.
Right. If we close, or maybe if we had a disagreement, then I could probably see the reason for the blocking. But just blocking me just like that would, right. But I think people need to realize that this is your own space. Your mental space is very important. And part of the mental space also goes back to the devices or the things that's really applications, the social media applications that we take part in. Wow.
I would like, if I'm going to block 5 people, and they have a problem with me blocking them, I would like them to group together every month and pay my data plan. That would be so nice of them. Because if it is that you want to tell me what to do with my device or my socials, then contribute.
And I say block it. Put your unlimited views.
Someone says some people just make up stuff for the attention, and that is exactly it. They want people to think that they are so important that someone is paying this much attention. That's why I don't like hear people talking the third person. They go, "Oh, I Irish Shaw," and who cares? I as Irish Shaw, like the minute I start talking like that, no, Roleza, just give me a headbutt. No, man, no.
Whoa, hey, don't you're not gonna look forward to that.
But blocking does serve a purpose, and if it is that the young man decides, hey, there is nothing to talk about. I was in the same relationship you are in, and if you came to this, solution, then
all by yourself too.
All by yourself, you did not think to sit and have a conversation. Why sit and have a conversation with me to fix it? What you're doing first, you're doing last.
Yeah, listen, I see nothing wrong with deleting people, with blocking people, with limited contact with people. My mental space and my physical space is very important to me. And I think people just need to recognize it. And if that is what brings you peace in your life in terms of, just limiting your contact with persons, then do that. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it.
So I'll correct myself. What you should have done first, you're doing last. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, I think my head corrected what you said. So yeah. So that is it. I mean, be adults about things. I think people just take on too much in life, and they don't know how to. For the sake of keeping face with nothing. Your mental health is very important. So
exactly. But the time is 9:40 here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and it's time for your community dateline.